Hello there, and welcome to Bettzeiten. This is a channel where I like to talk and ramble a little bit at the end of the day, so we can calm down and get ready for a good night of sleep, or at least after this, turn our iPhones or our phones off and allow ourselves to rest. So let's do this together. And you see, um, yesterday, well, I'm taking these videos in one session, so we still have our little visitor down there. I think at this point it makes sense to call him a name. Let's call him Henry. Why not? Henry, stay calm. Do not fly into the flames. That would be very, very unhealthy for you. Yeah. Well, thanks again for tuning in and relaxing with me and just turning off and think about the day and to also, of course, what to think about what we're thankful for. I think that's super important. And again, to respect that our body and mind has to rest. We are constantly looking on screens. I mean, I work in the kind of like, well, tech industry sounds so weird, but I am pretty much looking the whole day on screens. And to be honest, when I come home, I turn on other screens. And we are, looking the whole day on screens. And I always thought about it would be great to have like a YouTube channel which guides you into the 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 turning off of screens. To get a little bit slow and to let the mind get a little bit of rest, and hoping that Henry does not fly into the flames, to be honest. Okay, my name is Chris, and I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to do these videos. I'm right now. I have like a little note here and there. There's the structure up above, and there says welcome, then random, and then think of what you're thankful for. That is actually how I would like to structure these videos, but let's be honest, I'm just rambling away. So thanks for the ride, guys. And yeah, and you know how I imagine this? I would imagine this. This is like the end of the day kind of thing. You're lying in bed and you want to sleep, but there's this, this uncomfortable thing where you have to turn off your phone, but then you kind of feel alone. And this video, I want to just help with this kind of stage of getting off the info train, into the recharging mode. Let's call it like that. So yeah, this is like the part between these elements, and I would love to be your companion at that point. Okay, and I always think about a little topic every day, and today I wrote art project. I'm not quite sure what I meant with that, but I thought I could start rambling about this. I I love the idea of having an art project. Just to have like paper and different kind of pencils and brushes and colors and just painting away. And I love that idea so much that I nearly in a regular base go into a shop like a creative market where you can buy like paint and brushes and chalk and stuff like that. And I go in there and I buy a color from time to time. I bought some water paint because I thought, well, that would be awesome. And I really love the 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 process of painting. When I once slipped into that mood, it sometimes takes a little bit of a yeah. it needs a certain kind of mood to do that. Let's be honest, you know. Um, but I really kind of love that, and I have a weird brain because when I start painting away, I just cannot. How do I put this? When I paint, I recognize it. I think, well, if that looks weird now, I mean, who would like that? Or who would like that? And well, that doesn't look good. Or well, why am I going to do this like this? And I can't get out of the mode of people pleasing. You know what I mean? It comes a little bit with my profession or with my job. I'm a UX UI designer, so user experience designer. I'm thinking about how to enrich users' experience. But when you're always in the mind of the users and trying to improve certain kind of experiences, however it was, it sometimes robs you of being in the moment of just creating something. You know what I mean? And so you will kind of see that those videos right here actually also help me to be like a little bit more in the moment, but also serving a purpose if you want, you know. So I want you to relax. I want you to calm down a little bit. But I also want to train myself to do something um, just for kind of doing it and being in the moment. And that is kind of cool or worth training. Can you say it like that? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to teach myself, and that's what I love about painting. I'm not a painter, but just like practicing that sort of thing. You know, sometimes your output doesn't need to be super useful or something. You know, it can just be good to you in the moment. You know, so what what could that be for you? For example, what would you love to do where you do not think about where you not think about, okay, what could other people's have of it, or could I probably sell it or something like that, but you're just doing it for the sake of doing it. And sometimes I just get into the flow and yeah, have that little thing where you just really get in the swing of things, and you're painting and your mind is completely in alpha and you're just in the moment, and that is so wonderful. I recently bought a huge canvas. Well, no, not a canvas, the paper, but a little bit thicker where you can really paint on it, and quite a lot of paper. So I'm looking forward to try to paint a little bit more and being in the moment for that sake. Yeah. Okay, but again, because I find that so important, what was it what you were thankful for today? Think about that for a moment and really think about that. Not just like, I don't know, think about it. Yeah, sure, Chris, talk about that. No, think about that really. When I bought the paper, I also bought a specific color. It's like a vibrant orange pinky kind of thing. I enjoy that color a lot, and I already see a lot of pictures in front of my eye. But as I found that specific color, it really clicked. So just finding that color that I really liked, where every other color just were like, okay, we're not it. This color it is. I was super thankful for yeah, understanding that this is my color, which I can choose. And it's super small, I know. It's not that big. But I was really thankful for that. And if you have also something that you were thankful for, focus on that. Focus. All we have is our focus, to be honest. We can think about the bad things and stuff like that. But if we trained ourselves to focus on the good things and what went well and what we're thankful for and what we're looking for tomorrow, I think that's a great thing. Let's be honest, okay? That's what this channel is for. So we're not solving the big problems, and I don't know if anyone will ever watch this video, to be honest, but um, we're just here to be in the moment and to be thankful for the things we liked and to look forward to the things we want to see and we are happy for. Okay, but now, again, respect your sleep, respect that you need to recharge your body and your mind. And if you have a hard time sleeping, think about, even if you can't fall asleep that proper, just laying in bed with your eyes shut and concentrating on your breathing, that also soothes the mind. It takes a little bit of discipline, no doubt, but do not think it's wasted time. You know, if you can't sleep and you scroll on your phone, believe me, you will be exhausted the other day. So if you just lay down with your eyes shut and you concentrate on the breathing, oh, that means the world. And to be honest, it took me a long time to understand that. When I was in my 20s, I thought sleep just at some point just happens if you can't stay awake anymore. At some point you just pass out. But you need to have like a sleep hygiene, or you have to have some sort of discipline that you really take care of a good rest. And let's see it like this, you can eat healthy, and you need some sort of discipline to actually say, hey, I'm deciding to eat healthy. And the same sort of discipline, you can say, hey, I'm deciding to take care of my rest, and don't say that, well, I'm going to sleep now, because that could be stressful when you don't fall asleep. But you can decide to rest. That's a great thing. So thanks for watching. Decide for rest now, and have a great day tomorrow. And if you want, we can see tomorrow evening again. I would love to. And consider of subscribing. You don't have to, but it would be great. And yeah, thanks, and have a wonderful night. See you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, look how wonderful. Just a little bit of, silence. It's kind of nice.